or villain? What Kit Carson meant to New Mexico depends on who you ask. Tonight, a panel presented the role of this controversial figure in history to the APS board. Action 7 News reporter Brendan Evans is in the South Valley with what the board is considering.
Frontiersman and trapper or murderer of indigenous people. And should this school be named after Kit Carson? These are just some of the things that people in the South Valley community could decide on in the coming months.
The decision, really it properly lies with the people who are most affected, the families that are really in that school district, the community that is in that school district.
Tonight, the board heard from a UNM history professor, a UNM law school faculty member, and a PhD on indigenous studies from the University of Kansas. It was about who Kit Carson was. For many, he's a celebrated frontiersman and war hero.
That story is one that has been celebrated, in fact, up until very recent times, as the sort of core story, the essential story of American history and defined us as a people.
Carson is also known for fighting to remove Native Americans from indigenous lands. And the panel talked about how persecution then still impacts today.
Black and indigenous lives matter. We are here as part of a national debate that is going on about the use of state violence against men of color.
Also, should anyone who represents violence against anyone have a school named after them?
In the times that we live in are very serious discussions when it revolves around gun culture, when it revolves around school shootings. And I think that's also a really important conversation.
And if this school is renamed, where do we draw the line?
Is George Washington, is his name unsuitable because he was a slave owner? I mean, is that the most important thing about George Washington's life?
Changing the name of a school is a long process that involves votes both at the school level and district level, as well as whether or not to create a petition to do so. Reporting in the South Valley, Brandon Evans, KOAT Action 7 News.
Kit Carson has more than just a school named after him. Here in Albuquerque, there's Kit Carson Avenue, right next to Kit Carson Park. So we reached out to the Albuquerque mayor's office about how they determine if a name should be changed. The city says they launched the Race, History, and Healing Project following controversy from the Oñate statue, and that the committee could also be used for future discussions about representation in civic places.